Got a tire with a slow leak. Let's fix it. Alright, aired this up to 32 pounds. Got my soapy water. Let's look around here. Nice. I don't see any bubbles developing. It's sudsy though, so that kind of makes it a little harder to read. Let's look over here. Do. Man. Could be that's a slow leak. I don't know. All right. Alright. And that's what you're looking for. Finally found it. It's towards the end here. Ooh, man, it's a nice bubble machine. Okay, so it looks like a nail. And it's definitely leaking. So I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, that one I honestly didn't need the water to see. I could have just rotated the tire and discovered that nail. That was probably the leak. I think it's been in there for a few years. I drove on it for a year like that and just aired it up every other day. Sometimes lazy doesn't pay off. Let's see. I gotta find my tire repair kit somewhere around here. Definitely not. No, didn't think so. Yep, there it is. I got one string left. I do have another somewhere. These are the cheap kits. You get it. I got this at Walmart probably a million years ago. I've used it at least this many times, if not more. I've had multiples of this kit, and hobby model cement in a tube. This will work. Honestly, I've stuck these in without this many times because these things are usually pretty gooey, and you know, I have faith in these. These usually do the trick. But if you have this, go ahead and use this. Extra insurance. I've had holes big enough where I've shoved 3 of these into one hole. That's when you definitely need this. Okay. Yeah, look at bleeding air. It's in there good. this sucker. Easy to find that hole. Whoa. Okay, that's a big one. Yep, still got some air in there. Okay. After looking at this guy, which I'm positive is 15 or 20 years old, I went and grabbed these. They look a little more plump, whereas this guy, yeah, it looks kind of dried out. So I'm not gonna waste my time with these since I have these. All right, first tool is you want to ream the hole out. Here's the hole reamer. I wonder if this is actually necessary, but it's in the kit. It comes in this kit too. So we're gonna do it. Ream the hole. So you find the hole again. And so, oh, crap, right there. Okay. Shoving this in here. Okay. Gotta use a lot of force. Okay. Dang it. Okay, that took a lot of force. I had to put my body weight in there, shoving it through a steel belt. So, honestly, this is probably necessary to make the hole roundish for this next operation, which is to shove that in there. So you can see it's slotted on the end there. So once you ram this in, I think I always turn it clockwise 90 degrees for some reason, and then I yank it out. Okay. As you can see, I got the string through the eyelet hole. So I'm gonna goop up, don't have to use a whole lot, I'm gonna goop up the end here, yank this guy out, shove this guy in. I think I'll video this somehow. Okay. Fun stuff. Yep. Okay. Not sure on that one. This tire plug job is going well.
Nurse Leela to the rescue.
Yep. Thanks. I have one good hand left. Alright, I plunged it too far. It's possible when I pulled this out, I pulled the plug up through there, but I have my doubts. There's glue in there. And my finger hurts. Ow. Okay. Let's see. It's How Not to Fix a Tire by Chris Osner. Alright, all good there. Got fixed up by Nurse Leela. And yeah, that sucked. So it was really hard to plunge the plug in. And it wasn't going in, and then all of a sudden, it all went in. And I shoved the whole plug in, which you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to drop it in an inch or two of depth, and then pull it through, and then trim the plug off. But what I did is shove the whole plug inside. I think on the exit of the tool, I probably pulled the plug in with some glue. So right now it's actually fixed. I'll keep an eye on it. These are old tires. I'm planning on replacing them pretty soon anyways. So they're a little bit expired and dry rot. These are just to get us on the road. So I'm gonna let this one slide. Okay, here's what I devised. Since these are a little cheaper plugs, so the tool is actually longer than this. So the problem is when I plunge it in there, I plunged it all the way in, plus gnarring up my finger. That was bad. So here's what I devised. I'm gonna use this socket. Socket is a depth plunge stopper. And all right, I'm gonna give this a whirl because I was gonna let that fly, the glue, and guessing that maybe somehow it magically plugged itself. But as I was putting the tire on, I noticed there's a little bubble rising, a little cement glue bubble. It's my neighbor. So no, that wasn't holding air. so I went ahead and pierced it again. I'm gonna go at it with this again. Wish me luck. Round two. More glue all over everything. Man, just like building my own car. Except for less messy. We're gonna get him. Okay. Just a little pole. Did not work. Here we go. Okay. Alright. Looks like a mess, but it's plugged. Okay, what did we learn there? I don't know what I'm doing. So therefore, anybody can plug a tire. I've done that a million times, and they 99.9% work and last till the tire falls off. But my depth plunge thing didn't work. I just had to go at it and not pinch my finger this time. So that hole must have been wallered out too. So it was easier going the second time around. So yeah, if you're looking for a how-to video, just keep on scrolling. You ain't gonna find it here. All right, later.